Hi there, this is Rajat here from StartupFrat. I've got a super special lesson for you. I don't know if you guys were you guys are of my age group. I'm going to be 40 in a few months. And back when I was in class 10th in 1996 or class 9th in 1995, we had this story where there are these two ladies. One of them is very rich, one of them is not so rich, and I think they're sisters or cousins or friends or something like that. And obviously the one who's not so rich has always lived in awe of the richer one. They think these guys are very special, they live a very nice life, they have all the nice things, they look different, they're totally different people. And one day the poorer cousin, she has to go to a party and she wants to look nice, she wants to dress nice. So what she does is she goes and asks her the richer lady, and she says, I want to look really nice, there's something that you can lend to me to wear, and then she gives her a very nice necklace, and then she's like, this is you can just borrow this and you can return it to me in a few days. And then this lady goes out, the poorer lady or whatever, the more middle class lady, she goes out to the party, and by the time she comes back, she realizes that she has lost the necklace. And she can't really afford it. And she's like, oh my God, I've borrowed this beautiful, expensive necklace, and I cannot I cannot afford it. So what do I do? So next day she goes to the best jewelry store in town, and she finds to the jewelry area, and she goes to a few stores and she finds the exact same necklace, and she asks the price, and it's like exorbitantly expensive. So she spends all her life saving, she takes a loan, she pawns her house and belongings and all of that stuff. And then she buys that necklace, and then she returns that to the richer lady. And then she spends the next many years of her life, 10, 15, 20 years of her life, actually, paying off that loan that she had taken for the necklace. Okay. And then they share another story many years later where, where these two ladies are talking, and she says, I didn't want to tell you, but I basically lost your necklace so many years back, and then I had to buy it again, and it's taken me 15, 20 years to pay off that loan. Okay. And then the richer lady, she starts crying. She said, you should have told me. Actually, I don't wear authentic diamond necklaces to parties because it's a risk. So it was an imitation. So it was not an expensive thing at all. What you lost was an imitation. And then she takes out that expensive necklace that the poorer lady has bought for her, and she says, you can have this back because this is very expensive. Probably I didn't even realize it because the imitation ones look just the same. So I cannot keep it. You need to keep that. You need to take that from me, right? And so what is the lesson that you learn from the story? That sometimes life is easier than we think it is, and we overcomplicate it in our minds, right? Because we always think that the other person is kind of more special, their life is more special, is something complicated and all that. It's only later we find out it was not that complicated, it was very simple. And if we had only got the right information, taken the right actions, our life could have been very different. Why am I telling you that? Because in the area of making money, improving your financial status, starting a business, or any of these things, sometimes when we look at these people, they seem different to us. They seem almost godlike. Yeah, they talk about different things, they behave differently. It seems that they know something that we don't. And definitely in the old days that was true. Yeah, the people who are doing big businesses and all, they had either access to information or access to certain things or certain circles that we did not have. Many of them had this access to government officials and all. Also those things also used to happen. But in the real world today, especially today, those things do not exist. Okay, the people who are doing well are just the same people as us, and we are living in a very lucky time where we have seen thousands and thousands of stories of rags to riches, which means people who started from nowhere and have become the richest people in the world. People like Bill Gates, people like Elon Musk, people like Jeff Bezos, and all of these guys. Even in India, people like 𝐷irubhai Ambani, who started from nowhere and have become multi-billionaires. And this is happening right when we are there. Yeah, we are there on the planet today, and this is happening right in front of us. Okay, so what is stopping us? And this is a question I want to ask you. What is stopping you from stretching out, getting the right information, putting the right pieces of action together and trying to achieve the same result as yourself, okay, for yourself. Okay, now definitely there are different aspects of business that probably scare us, that are risky, that we don't understand, and we're going to be talking about many of these aspects throughout this week. That is going to be the theme of this coming week, okay, which is why I wanted to put this video up, and my working day just got over, but I said I need to put it out because I've got a series of videos coming up, okay. And the end to that story was that this lady, the poorer lady, when she got the expensive necklace back in her hand, she said, you know what, you've actually done me two terrible disservice. 2 times you've done me terrible disservice. The first time you didn't tell me that you're giving me an imitation, otherwise, I would have been happier, and I wouldn't have been in this situation, and I would have bought you back an imitation necklace. And the second thing is that now you're giving me this necklace back. This necklace has no worth for me because I've already spent all of my youth, all of my life, 15, 20, 25 years of my life paying for this necklace that is going to add no value to my life. Okay, paying for this necklace that's going to add no value to my life. Okay, so I think the question or the lesson over here is, would you spend 15, 20, 25 years of your life, okay, getting something that you thought is meant for you, and then finding out at the end that you could have gotten much better by diverting your energies in a different direction? Okay, diverting your energies in a different direction. A lot of the things that safe behavior brings us in the end is not even worth it, because your life has been spent, to get what it is. And sometimes you find out that the people who actually stretched out and did things that were outside of their comfort zone, they still have the safety. They had more fun, they have better stories, they had more adventure, and the value of their life, the way the life was spent, okay, the value and the character of that life is so much better, right? So would you like to be in a situation where 25 years later you found out, oh my God, if I had just got the right information, if I had just the right, the right amount of information, I'd done the right thing, that the right guidance, I could have done this, but either I never got the right information, or I never made the right actions, or I never, took the right steps and all. And now my life, I've got what I've got, but 15, 20 years, 30 years has been spent in achieving this, and it's of no value to me. It's of no value to it if the price you pay for it, my friend, is more than the value that you get for it, right? So you'll probably be running at a loss at that point. It'll be very, very difficult. It'll be very, very difficult to digest that. Let me give you a quick example. You can try this in your friends and family, okay? If you ever look at a 60 plus year old, not all of them, but some of them, 60 plus years old, if you tell them stuff that happened 5 years back that they could have done that would have made their life easier, they don't want to hear about it. Many of them, I'm not saying all of them, many of them, they don't want to hear about it. You can see them shutting down mentally. You can see them shutting out that information, changing the topic, shutting down the conversation or something like that, okay? If you tell a 60-year-old that for the last 10 years, you did not need to stand in line at the electricity board to pay your electricity bill, but you could have either done it on Paytm, or you don't need to keep Paytm maybe because you have a security risk, you feel that somebody will steal the money or whatever. You could have gone to the Kirana store or to the Airtel recharge store, and they would have made the payment for you, instead of you going all the way to the electricity board and standing in line for 1 hour every month just to pay your bill. Okay, if you tell them that this happened 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and you can move now, they will not do it, and they will create reasons in their brain to say why, if I go to the electricity board, I can ask them questions about why my bill is so much, they can answer me, etc. And then, I have friends over there, and when I go there, I always buy that beautiful mithai or something for your grandmother that she loves so much. They'll bring any amount of reasons because they do not want to face the fact that their time has been wasted in the last 10 years, 5 years or whatever. On the contrary, if you tell the same 60-year-old that there is this new technology coming out that I'm thinking of trying out. In fact, I've got it, and you can also share it with me, or you can, I'll teach you how to do it while I'm learning. They will be more than happy to learn because no time has been wasted. Okay, the fact that the time has been wasted in retrospect will hurt you more than the risk or the failure will hurt you in today's time. Okay, so that is the decision you have to make. Now, like I said, I have a bunch of videos coming up. We have a group of 12,000 people now, almost, or something, 12,000 people. And Facebook is showing these videos only to about 1,100 people as of now. So what you can do in order to see see all the future videos and make sure you don't miss any of the stuff on time. Okay, and then come back to me later and say my time was wasted, I should have known this information before, right? What you can do is like and comment on the video, so Facebook will keep showing more and more people this video, which means you. Okay, so if you interact with one video, they will show you the next one. Otherwise the algorithm kind of kills it out of your news feed. Okay, so one thing you got to pay me back if you found this lesson to be useful is you got to go online and search for this lesson, this story, and write the name of the author, because I couldn't find the name of the author, and the day is closing out. I wanted to get this video out in time. Okay, and I do want to give credit to the author. I always, whatever I've learned in life, I've learned through books or through some mentors or something like that. I always try to give credit to wherever I learned it from. At the end of the day, okay, all of the billionaires say, and none of this learning was my own. I picked it up. I read a lot of books. Like Elon Musk says, I didn't become a rocket scientist because my genetics are better. I just read 10 times as many books about rockets than you read, so I became a rocket scientist, right? So every information that we get has been got from somewhere. Everything that you want to do has been done by somebody before, and the best thing you can do is learn from the past and apply it in your present, create a better future for yourself. So your homework for today is, I want to give credit to the author who wrote that story. Yeah, that is being of value to us today. So I want you to go and then search for this story where the necklace and all of this stuff, and you will find out the name of the author and write it down. Now, a lot of you people may write down the same name again and again, but I still want you to do it. Let the author's name, be written down 100 times. Who cares? Yeah, they provided the value. They should get their name written down 100 times. That's your homework, and that will make sure that you see the rest of the videos coming up. I don't know why I had the whiteboard. I didn't need it, but still. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.